Ooh.
Let's hope it
Merry
works.
Christmas!
Woo!
Woo!
Look at you necking the beer straight away.
Absolutely.
It's the only way you're getting through this.
A nice cup of tea.
You've got to.
I'd like to say it's vodka, but it's just water. I'm not that
I'm
excited.
glad it's not vodka, because that would be concerning if it was a pint of straight vodka.
Not vodka. It's
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas!
Oh, well, for those of you who have suddenly just been assaulted by our three faces and no possible clue as to what is going on, this is we are Murders They Wrote. I think that's the name we have decided.
You can remember.
I couldn't remember. I started saying that and I was like, do I remember the name?
I like that you went, I'm going to do an explanation, but I've got no idea what that explanation is going to be. Like, we have no real understanding why we're here either.
No. We just appeared this way.
Yeah. Just suddenly we've woken up and here we are.
Yeah.
But we went, we're going to record. Let's record. Here we go on 3. What are we going to talk about? And we've got no idea. So we're just
taken us all year to get to this.
Yeah.
We've been planning this for about 3 years, I think.
Yeah.
Haven't we? I mean, realistically, yeah.
I would say 3 years ago we said, let's all get together and do a podcast.
Yeah. And we've been planning meticulously for 3 years exactly what we're going to say, exactly what we're going to do.
Got it all scripted, and then we lost all that.
Yeah. So anyway, Gordon, as you were saying,
so this is a podcast. Apparently, this is a podcast. I didn't think podcast had video. I was quite prepared for just my voice, and then
I don't think. Like, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think this is a podcast. I think this is a short video introduction to a podcast.
Oh, okay.
Which is going to be coming in 2024.
Yes, so that's
what I clarified that.
Yeah, I mean, that's literally what we're announcing, isn't it? That in 2024, we are doing a podcast for Murders They Wrote, which is our little Facebook group that we set up.
Yes.
And what's it going to be about, Gordon?
Murders, I guess. Murders. Lots of murders. Well, I guess it would help if we introduced ourselves. I mean, so yeah, we're all crime writers. We're all friends. We all started off as children's authors. We and then we migrated into crime when writing for children no longer paid the bills. So we all turned to crime. I am Alex Smith, also known as Alexander Gordon Smith, also known as Gordon, sometimes known as Alex, sometimes known as whatever these two like to call me. But for publication purposes, I am Alex Smith. I write the DCI Ket novels. I shall pass the baton on to you, Dave.
That's a good intro. I'm Dave Gatward. I write the DCI Harry Grimm crime series set up in Wensleydale in Yorkshire. Generally talk about cheese and cake quite a lot. And yeah, here we are, us three. We've known each other for far too long.
Yeah. I'm Billy Kirk. My turn. Shut up. Billy Kirk. I write the DCI Logan series. I forgot, and the Bob Hoon series, and other D.I. Filson series, and other stuff. Yes, we have known each other a long time. I think I met you first, Gordon.
You did
in Aberdeen, the Highlands library. It wasn't in the Highlands. It was in Aberdeen.
Isn't that the Highlands?
No, it's not.
Is it the same thing? No, okay. No. It was the Grampians, wasn't it? Grampian Awards. Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Who won?
I don't know if I was even nominated. Oh no, it was. I think it was actually.
I think you were not. Was I hosting it?
I think you just turned up.
I didn't just turn up. I was invited along. I think I was hosting.
No, I'm pretty sure you just turned up.
Because it's like 4 hours drive from my house. I don't just turn up. Like everywhere, I have to be invited to go anywhere in the Highlands because it's like, or in Scotland because it's like a massive trek from where I live. Yeah. So I was invited along. Let's not try and belittle me here. I was.
Why? It's so much fun.
I wasn't. I know I wasn't nominated because I remember hosting it.
You were hosting.
It was like I think there was you, Kathy McPhail.
Yeah, Kathy was definitely there. Mm-hmm.
I think she might have won. The late Kathy McPhail, sadly no longer with us. I think she might have won, and I hosted it, and I think everyone agreed that I was the highlight. I mean, I'm not. I certainly agreed that I was the highlight.
Yeah. I mean, you when we are together, you are normally the highlight. To be fair.
Well, just because I'm slightly taller.
That's true.
So that's all it is. And then, Dave, we met at Scarefest.
Oh, for goodness sake!
I wasn't at Scarefest. I wasn't invited to that. I've just seen the pictures and heard the anecdotes.
Yeah, and heard the horror stories.
It was. I mean, we were on stage, weren't we? And every now and again, a photo will appear on Facebook to remind me of Scarefest, and it was the most terrifying for all the wrong reasons. And what did your books didn't turn up? Is that right? At one point?
Well, like I travelled down from the Highlands, which like basically it was like a 7-8 hour trip for me to get down. I was stuck on a train from Glasgow. The heating was turned up full. It was like swelteringly hot. I got on this other train, like it stopped somewhere because it was out in Formby, wasn't it? So I got on this weird train, like nothing I've ever seen before. It was just like benches in it, and it was people going to the football. So it was like all kicking off on this train, and I was like, "Oh God, this is awful." Got there, got picked up, taken to the place, and the organizer said, "Yeah, so your books haven't arrived." So I was doing this for free, in the hope of selling some books. If your books haven't arrived, I don't understand why, because I ordered them yesterday. And I thought, well, don't fucking order them yesterday. Order them like last week, because then they've got a better chance of arriving. So, and then we had to do the event, and I'd say there was 6 people there.
There was you, me. That was Scarefest 2, wasn't it? I think.
Yeah, I mean 6 people in the audience.
I meant in the audience. I think there was about 6.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It was in this old theatre cinema kind of thing, and there was no one there. It was quite extraordinary how few they couldn't. It was. I've never seen so few people anywhere doing anything.
It's such a big space.
In such a big space, it was
it
weird.
Sounds so familiar from life as children's authors. Like, how many times has this happened?
Well, I'm just pleased there was quite so many of us on stage because we doubled the number of people.
Because we were supposed to all stay on stage, and then eventually we went, well, maybe some of us should go and sit in the audience.
We did.
Try and pad out. So it's like we've now doubled the size of the audience.
Yeah, and that was you, me, Tommy, and John, wasn't it?
John Mayhew,
yeah. Dear Lord, what an experience!
Oh, what a life! What a life that
and
was.
Then I went after that. So after it, I went to the hotel I was supposed to be staying at, and HarperCollins booked me into a hotel. Went there, and it was Saturday night in Liverpool, and there'd been some big football match on. I don't know what it was, and it was like taxi was like going through this. It was essentially a riot was happening, and like the taxi was being shaken and everything as I was driving along. So got to the hotel, and they said, "There's been a problem. We've double booked you, so we don't have a room, but we've got you a room somewhere else. Do you want that?" And I was like, "Well, yes, because it's that or I sleep on the streets." So they went, "Okay, it's the Adelphi Hotel," which I later found out they made a fucking documentary about literally like a reality show about how shit is this hotel. And they said, so yeah, we've got you booked in there. And I went, okay, great. And they said, do you want us to call you a taxi or something? And I said, well, yes, that would be nice, because it's like a mile and a half away and there's a full-scale riot kicking off outside. So got there, and then they said, yeah, HarperCollins was supposed to be paying for it. That says we can't charge their credit card. We haven't got their permission. So we're going to charge you 600 quid.
Oh my God.
One night. And I went to, and it was room 101 was the room I was in.
Amazing.
And it was above a karaoke bar, a nightclub. So like I'm exhausted. I've been traveling all day. Like I'd left at like 6 o'clock in the morning. Train was like just after 7 from Fort William. But down there, got into bed, and then suddenly It's Raining Men started blasting out from downstairs, and it was like 4 o'clock in the morning. It was just full on nightclub, and got up in the morning. Stepped outside, and it was just this like a sea of vomit all over the pavement outside. And then I was like, right, I'm just going, because I had to go to Manchester to do an event with the Scottish Book Trust. I thought, right, I'm just going to go for the train. Got to the train, and they said trains are all cancelled. There's a replacement bus service. I jammed on this bus to Manchester. So yeah, that was a fun weekend.
That sounds amazing.
Still more books sold.
Merely a taste of what the joys the podcast will hold.
The delightful anecdotes that you'll be able to listen to week on week.
Do we have a theme for the podcast? We don't really do. It's just going to be us just talking about writing and health.
Musical theme. I thought like la 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 da la da.
We should absolutely do a theme tune. Well, not a tune. We should do it.
What did the theme tune to Murder, She Wrote sound like?
That's what it went.
Oh, that one, yeah. So we should do a riff on that, really, shouldn't we?
Okay, you do that now. We'll record on this, so you do that now, and then we'll play that at the start of every. So, Dave, silence. Let's go.
but I think that's a different one.
No, that's just the same tune, but done in the style of Johnny Brinks.
No, that's different. That's a different TV show. I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
What was it again?
It doesn't matter. We'll figure it out at a later date.
We'll figure it out. Yeah.
Tune in to
work
workshop or theme tune.
This is an amazing advert for our podcast.
Yeah. Like, imagine listening to this every week. God, what would you have
every week?
Every week. It was 3 years to get this.
3 years.
That's one episode every 3 years. I thought that's what we'd agreed on.
Okay, yeah. So imagine I'm doing this every third year. So it's Christmas now, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
It's all this business we've got going on.
Christmas, It's not been a bad year, has it, really?
A little bit of Christmas. Yeah.
I've got a Knight Rider Christmas jumper on, David Hasselhoff.
David
Hasselhoff on my right breast.
I love the sort of the rubbing there as well. That was
okay, steady on. We want to get a PG rating for this thing, don't we?
I feel like we'll be talking about about our books, about writing, about what it's like to be an author, about each other. Maybe answering any questions people have. Maybe we might have some guests. I mean, who knows? We could be having guests.
We could do anything.
Yeah. We could invite another author on then.
If only we had used those 3 years more productively, we would have some understanding of what the shape of this thing is going to be.
I would. But it was going to be a health podcast originally, wasn't it? It was going to be called Writing Fit, and then we decided that
we're all just shuffling towards death, and it seemed largely pointless. Like,
we could talk about some health stuff too. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure we'll think of something. I mean,
the sky is the limit.
Exactly. All we know is it's going to be amazing. It's going to be number one on Apple.
It's going to be way better than this. Let's make that clear from the start. You may think, based on this, it's going to be 3 middle-aged men wittering shit, but it is not. It's not
definitely not.
It's going to be 3 middle-aged men really coherently talking about curated topics.
Very important things. I think it did kind of stem out the idea of the fact that because we are all quite isolated in what we do, we don't actually get out. Well, I certainly don't see anyone.
That's the thing.
Outside of the family, nope.
So to actually, it's kind of the mental health thing, isn't it? That's how it all started, and it's actually quite sensible to talk to people. So then we thought, well, let's turn that into a podcast. But it also needs to be a little bit more than us just this.
Yeah,
I think you're right. It's nice.
It's great. It's doing me loads of good. I feel happy.
My worry is this might put people off talking to each other, rather than it being people might go, I don't want to get involved in that sort of conversation.
No.
Clearly not.
I'm never talking to anyone in my life ever again in case I end up like these three. It might cause a mental health crisis across the nation.
Possibly. But at least, what an achievement, if nothing else.
Yeah, that's something to go out on, isn't it?
Put that on the CV. Yeah. Called nationwide mental health crisis.
Oh dear, but yeah, it's gonna be amazing. Nothing short of amazing. Not guaranteed. I'm not going to say that's guaranteed.
Don't make that happen. Yeah,
but
please don't know.
Strongly implied.
We will make sure that the episodes we do actually have a subject that we're talking about.
This
one, where we thought of the subject as we were doing it,
and arguably we're still thinking of the subject now. I don't even think
trying to think
formed yet.
Yeah, somebody needs to bring those very urgently.
Well, we should think of the subject for the first one now. Let's do it on the fly.
Sometimes.
Books.
What can we do?
Books and that.
Books. Right.
Books and that. Remember that? There we go. Done.
Ideas. Where it all starts. We could talk about where the ideas come from, because that's what people are interested in. That's what I get asked all the time at events. Where do you get your ideas?
Common.
And that's where it all begins. So maybe we'll focus on ideas, where the ideas come from, how you think about murdering people all day, just stuff like that.
He's got it all in hand.
Me, yeah. It saves me having to think about anything great.
Well done.
Just off the cuff like that. That's the kind of spontaneous thinking you're going to get to be a part of in this podcast.
If I thought about that 15 minutes and 2 seconds ago, this might have had a bit more rhythm.
Yeah.
Nah, probably not. Right. Well, I think that's.
Now that has been succinctly intro to what you've got to look forward to next year has been conveyed so effortlessly. Then I think, we should probably just wish everyone a very Merry Christmas.
Absolutely.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
I would toast. All I have is tea in a Thundercats cup. So Dave, you can raise the alcoholic beverage on our behalf.
It's unlucky to toast with water, so I'm just going to toast with some parcel tape.
What are you even doing with your life?
I don't know.
What's happened? How would you make that better?
I'm hoping this podcast is going to sort my life out.
It won't.
It's going to be a long series of episodes.
Anyway, happy Christmas all.
Merry Christmas to you.
See you all in 2024.
Yeah. The murders they wrote.
Chin chin.
Take care, everyone. Merry Christmas.
Bye.